I'll be honest. I had actually forgot that fact. I was just kind of more focused on how big this game was for us. The intentionality that we came out in the first quarter was just a great game plan to understand how they guard us. I think I thought about their style. They try to junk up the game on defense, top blocks, and trying to send me into the paint and traffic and all that. We had a counter for that to start the game. But other than that, it was just trying to win a big game and embracing the moment.
How'd you hit him on this trip? Golfed a couple times?
I know Steve's talking. When I golf, good things happen. You just fill the cup up. Everybody has their thing. And for me, being outside is always nice.
Dude, how rejuvenated do you feel from maybe the week off, maybe the golf, whatever?
Body feels good. It's been a good trend. I think I hadn't played an intense game like that in a while, since obviously before the injury. And, still wearing the pad back there and trying to protect myself. But other than that, feeling a good rhythm. The week off definitely helped in that sense where, the tank is pretty full and you want to try to maintain that for as long as we can down the stretch.
How much do you feel the pad or not?
I'm used to it from 3 years ago, so it was different then. This was, I know what to expect.
How long do you think you're going to have to wear it?
I'm not sure, but probably the rest of the regular season at least.
It's just a 3-pointer away, tie your career high of 13 threes, and now you hit 12 of them. Did you know before the game that you was going to have one of these type of nights where you're just going to go off in a zone like this?
No, my whole career I've never really thought that way. You have confidence, you prepare yourself, but it's never a results-based thing. It's just understanding the work you put in. I did shoot it well this morning, a shoot around, so you kind of feel good and have confidence, but you never think it's going to be a 50 night. But the first quarter was just rhythm and decisiveness and the byproduct of good preparation for this game. And then the rest kind of you just flow off of that.
You did earlier, but what specifically were they doing trying to stop you defensively? What's the best way that you exploited that?
The main point, they just try to take the ball out of your hands. Like last time we were here, shot attempts are way down just because they were top blocking pretty much at 94 feet and just trying to keep the ball out of their hands, and then you're not able to get a rhythm. And they have obviously Wells, who took the assignment on their game plan last game and this game. They got Jaren Jackson, Defensive Player of the Year behind. They got Zach Edey's 7 foot plus. They got size everywhere, so they try to just funnel you into traffic. And I think tonight we're just trying to get the ball in your hands as much as possible and then let chaos kind of flow from there. And usually good things happen.
Steph, you did a great job of showing that final three-pointer by Steph Curry, the help that Draymond Green had, finding him with Jimmy Butler, too, with the screen right there. So, again, just an overall performance by this big three.
As you said, the yellow numbers indicate a triple-double for Draymond Green, his first triple-double of the season. Jimmy Butler, the guy with the other ones on the team this season. Draymond Green was at the podium. Why don't we go?
Wow, just what a performance. He's locked in, though. He had a great shoot around this morning. He was locked in. You can always see the look in his eyes when he's focused. He wanted this one bad. And he played like it. It was beautiful to see. We needed it for sure. Hell no. No chance. I played with him for 13 years. I can't quite call the best one off the top of my head, but that ain't it.
Needed that week off?
I think it was definitely helpful. Never feels good when you're forced to take that week off. But in saying that, I think to get a week off at this point in the season for him is great. You allow your body to rest. Other nicks and knacks that could be hurting is healing while he's kind of letting the contusion heal. So I think it was great for him, man. He looks extremely rejuvenated, so it's good for us.
What do you like about that fourth? I mean, tied after 3 quarters, you guys closed the fourth. What do you like about the way you finished?
We knew it would be a tough game. This team's been reeling a bit, but they're a confident team. They're a proud team, and they continued to fight. But I thought we got the stops we needed to get in the fourth quarter, and we continued to move the ball. Sometimes too much. A couple times we passed up a few shots. But I thought we continued to move the ball. We stuck with the game plan. Took care of the ball, which was huge. We had, I think, 5 turnovers in the first half, 5 or 6 in the second half. Which is beautiful.
Bates, Jared Jackson, 6 play. And how important is that he's doing it? That's like kind of key.
It's huge for Jimmy to do that. I'm disappointed in Jaren. As you know, I got a lot of love for him. That's my Spartan dog. He's too good to still be getting in foul trouble. A couple of them fouls he picked up, like he can stay away from those. And, it's time for him to take that next step in that department because it was huge for us for him to get out of the game. But, and I'm happy he did. But I am a Jaren fan. I'm always rooting for him, and to see him still getting some of those fouls that he's picking up, he can't do that. His team needs him out there. And so it's a huge play by Jimmy, huge couple plays by Jimmy, which was great. But Jaren got to figure that out. He's gotten too much better offensively and too hard to stop to be taking himself out the game on the defensive side of the ball. That was a little disappointing from the big brother in me for him. That was a little disappointing. But I was happy he was out of there.
How do you balance? I mean, are you actually thinking about that during the game?
Of course, you're like, oh, he got 5 fouls. You see him pick up that second one. You're like, all right, so you're definitely aware of the situation for sure. What you mean, am I balancing?
Yeah, I mean, you're sitting there like fist pumping. Yes, he's out of the game, but also.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm happy as hell. Every foul he picked up, I was happy during the game. But like I said, there's a part of me thinking like you can't do that. Like when he picked up the 5th one, I literally walked to Bane on the bench and said, Bane, that's crazy. Like that's ridiculous. And so. Yeah, Jaren can't do that, man. Jaren's too good of a player to still be doing that. So, like I said, I was happy as the fouls were happening during the game, but now that it's over, he can't continue to do that. He's too good of a player to be taking himself out of games like that.
Win the quarter, win the game. That's what we're saying in the bench. Going into it, and just knowing we got to just focus. They coming off a back-to-back. So, running them and getting, they can only play so much, so they're going to get tired, whatever that may be. We're controlling what we can, executing down the stretch. That's what we did.
Feel like a playoff game tonight?
It did. They had that energy, had that atmosphere. And that's my thing, too. Like, when we coming down the stretch, you got to look around the standings and see what other guys doing, hoping guys lose and this and that. But, I mean, you can control your destiny when you meet those teams, and that's what we did tonight. So I was proud of what we put together.
What's it like to just watch that highlights?
You got to remember to play a game when you're sitting there watching him do stuff like that. Just coming off those screens, finding any inch of space, pulling it, knocking it down. I mean, that's a special performance from a special player.
You mentioned it feeling like a playoff game. Like, are you feeling the stakes right now, and how big a swing every game is?
I feel like my mindset is win games. All the pressure of it and all the